Today we're going to take you down this little dirt road and show you some free camping right here at Lake Panasoffkee. It's a part of the Southwest Florida Water Management District, and there is a lot here to do. Come out and enjoy your public lands. They're fun, they're free, just amazing. This campground is part of the Southwest Florida Conservation Lands and is here for your enjoyment. This is a primitive campground, so there is absolutely no hookups here. This park is also open for day use, and if you want to camp here, you must go on to the Southwest Florida Water Management District website and reserve a place. There's a little map of Lake Panasoffkee. They do have 911 stations, which are little water stations where you can get some water, but it is not potable water. And there's 6 sites throughout the campground, and I'll show you one of those in a few minutes. They have primitive camping as well as equestrian camping here. Looks to be feeding time here. If you're a cow lover, there are plenty of cows at the front of the park. When duty calls, they do have a little toilet here, but don't worry if this is not your kind of place to go to the bathroom. This park also has some flushable toilets. There's so much to do here, like hunting, fishing, wildlife viewing, horseback riding, camping, hiking, and bicycling. They do have permit hunts. They also do archery hunts as well as turkey hunts. They even have a little area so that if you catch anything that you can take care of it right here on the spot. So you can bring your deer or turkey right up here to the WMA check station. The check station has a sink as well as a picnic table. It's a pretty nice way station. Remember, you're in bear country. They usually avoid you, but make sure you put everything up really high so they can't reach it, and have that bear spray ready. If you like hiking, there's several trails here to do. You have the Triple B Loop, the Jones Creek Trail, as well as the Zach's Trail, and much more. They do have a map right here at the park, or I'm sure you can look online as well. There is a camp host here. We haven't had a chance to meet them, maybe before we go. However, I did meet the camp host here. It was probably a year or so ago, and very friendly people. The first field that you're going to see is designated for day use parking, in case you want to come hiking or fishing, or perhaps even ride your horses out this way. Florida is known for the anthills, and there are plenty out here to be had, so be careful where you decide to camp out. The second field is for equestrian campers, so if you have a camper and horses, you can park here. They do have horse stalls for you. There are 6 of these water spigots. They call them 911 spigots. They are non-potable water, so make sure you don't drink them, but if you need an emergency water. Fifth wheel's got a pretty sight. If you are camping here, you can only camp for 7 days at a time, and for no longer than 30 days out of the year, and it's totally free. Some of the campsites come with picnic tables as well as fire pits. Some of the picnic tables have pretty little yellow birds. There's no true boundary here, but part of this is for the equestrian groups, so they're close to the stalls. They have 8 stalls here. But do be aware that if you are camping with your horses, that these stalls are first come, first serve. The water on the side of the stalls is good to give your horses. Looks like the outside of the stall is in pretty good shape. Cute little doors. If you bring your horse here, you are responsible for cleaning up the stall before you leave. It's not too bad in here. Had to check it out. Make sure it's good enough for the horses. If you're not sure what to do with the stuff when you shovel it out, it says show good horsemanship. Clean the stall and throw that manure right over the fence. Pretty easy peasy. And right there is an example of someone having thrown it over the fence. Not a bad setup for free camping. our very own picnic table, and a camp ring. No hookups, but it's free. They have a pavilion here for you. It's huge and it's free. There are plenty of picnic tables here to host your family or friendly events. They have huge barbecue grills for you to use as well. If I had a big family, lived in Wildwood area, I'd definitely try it out. If that big old barbecue pit is a little intimidating, they have a few smaller grills here for you as well. And the water by the pavilion is usable. This park doesn't have any hookups, but it has a nice women and men's restroom with flushable toilets. In the center, there's a little friendship garden. We're self-contained, but I still am going to check out this little bathroom. The lights are set on a timer, so just twist them all the way around, and they will shut off on their own. It's a little dark in here, but there's a sink with running water. Stalls are made out of wood. Again, you have a running water toilet in here. Looks like the camp host keeps plenty of toilet paper. There's also an ADA compliant toilet in here. They also have a paper towel holder. He's showing us his new light and bug repellent lantern. The pavilion and bathroom. We're parked pretty close to it. Your gravel road that passes by the equestrian camping in the field. And that leads you back to more secluded land. Park underneath one of these beautiful trees. If you're allergic, then I suggest you park out in the field. But let's go check and see what some of these campsites look like. This is your primitive campground. However, even though it's no hookup, there are a couple more emergency waters in case of fires, not potable, picnic tables, and some have grills as well as campfire rings. Of course, they're not really well marked, so you kind of have to finagle your way in here how you want to. There are two small vehicles, it looks like both vans back here tonight. It's beautiful back here and very secluded. This guy has this whole area to himself. You hear the birds. You gotta love primitive camping and free camping. I may be waking up in the morning with itchy eyes if I were underneath this tree. Definitely could not bring anything that was really tall back here. You'd need to stay in the field. However, you have a small van, tent, or a truck camper. This is definitely a beautiful woodsy area to come to. Probably can't see that, but here comes another small camping vehicle looking for a spot to chill out for the night, maybe two or more. There's plenty to be had here. If you walk down to the end of the road, there are no vehicles beyond this point. But if you continue on the road, that is where you're going to start finding your hiking trails. So it's pretty well marked in some areas, but as you go deeper into the management area, it's not so well marked, so do be careful. The first path you find is the Jones Creek Trail, and it goes for a couple miles down here. We're just here to get a little closer to Como's, where we're going to get an awning installed on our truck camper tomorrow. We didn't want to drive all that way in the morning, so we decided to come out and do a little primitive camping. Here's another trail called the Loop Trail. It's kind of sandy, so be careful. I've found several of these trails are pretty sandy. It's kind of sad that there's not more people out here taking advantage of this free camping. There are 3 people in the primitive site and 3 people out on the field area, more the equestrian camping. We're gonna give these pigs just a little bit of a salt rub and let them warm up on the counter while we start the grill. Rub that in, we'll flip them over and salt the other side, a little bit of rub, let them warm up, flip them on the grill. I think they'll be better because we're gonna use a smoky grill instead of the park grill today. So I keep my charcoal inside of a waste can, and I actually keep my fire starter and everything inside here, so I can just take the lid off and go inside and take it out. So I got some fresh charcoal. I just dump it in the fire starter. I get the instant lighting charcoal
feeder,
and I just start lighting it under here, and it should catch up pretty easy. So it catches up real easy. I don't use paper.
I think that'll work. Ooh, it's nice and warm. It's cold out here.
I think it's getting pretty warm. Fred's using it to warm up his hands. It's supposed to get pretty cold tonight.
46 degrees tonight here in Florida. Well, I guess it's not going to snow, but darn it. Oh yeah, it feels good.
We're gonna make sure the vents are open on the sides, because I've put out many a fire by not having the vents open. And I'm gonna turn it over so we can get all of our coals evenly distributed. They're nice, hot, and ready. We're gonna put the grill on it and warm it up. So we're gonna flop these on the grill, listen to them sizzle. We're gonna set that timer for 5 minutes.
What's the timer say?
The timer now says 4 minutes and 5 seconds. You can already smell them.
No, they're perfect. What are you doing? How do you want? You want a medium rare?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll go 3 minutes.
So it's time to take them off, let them rest. So Fred,
Mary.
would you think the Smoky Joe did better or the campsite grill?
Oh, it's Smoky Joe every time. For the win.
And here it is, ready to eat. Simple.
Yeah, I can't wait. All right, it's time for the Lake Panasoffkee Cellular Service Report. Well, once again, T-Mobile's in the lead at 71.4 down and 4.88 up. Second place, AT&T, 12.7 down and 2.57 up. And finally, we have Verizon at 2.08 down and 0.19 up. Hope you enjoyed this little free camping spot. I know we did. We had a good time. It was very enjoyable. Next time we'll spend a little more time there. And maybe we'll find the lake.